You've made it to the D2C Design live demo page. Thanks again for taking the time to fill out your information and for watching this presentation. My name is Benson Sung. I'm the founder and CEO, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you how D2C Design can elevate your brand, increase your conversion rate, and really take it to the next level by creating a strategic design process for your brand. Now let's jump right into it because I know you're busy. So D2C Design is a unlimited e-commerce digital design platform that grows your brand and converts traffic to customers. It's really that simple. And who we are and what we're about is that we're the digital design team that empowers the world's most modern direct-to-consumer brands in the world. We want to provide these brands with digital designs that are on brand, expand your reach, and grow your business by converting new customers. Now, our mission is to provide you with unlimited e-commerce digital designs, but at the same time, we want to make sure that those designs resonate with your audience. Because at the end of the day, as a direct-to-consumer brand, everything that you do primarily is online. And having a very cohesive, synergistic design that resonates with your audience is one of the key reasons why a customer will want to become a customer in the first place. Now, our mission now more than ever is that there are more D2C brands that exist. The competition is extremely fierce. People are selling very similar products. Things are very differentiated. So how do you create a unique brand differentiation based on the values that you have for your brand, your product, and even the founder story and how you share that with the world? What's really important for this is for you to have on-brand designs across multiple traffic sources to convert traffic into customers. And more importantly, remain at the top of the awareness level against competitors with unique branding and style. Now, what makes us qualified to be able to share this with you is that behind the scenes, we've been helping digitally native brands with their digital growth strategy and customer acquisition that's driven over $100 million in revenue and customers for them. And we are also entrepreneurs that own our own D2C brand as well. And so a lot of the stuff that I'm about to share with you is speaking from my own personal experience. Now, the world's very leading D2C brands have mastered brand and digital design from the very beginning, and that's what sets the foundation for where they are today. Over the years, as your designs are created, it compounds and resonates with more customers. Now, what I would qualify as a D2C brand would be you have a unique story to share with the world. You have brand values, beliefs, and unique DNA. You have an original product that's differentiated. You're digitally native, and you sell direct to the consumer. These are the 6 brands that I'm going to be sharing with you in terms of their branding style and what we can learn from them and how they've implemented a strategic design process to really grow to the next level. We're going to be taking a look at Casper, one of the original D2C brands for disrupting the whole mattress space, Allbirds for sustainable shoes, Warby Parker, Gymshark, one of my favorite UK brands for gym wear, Glossier, Thrive Market. These are 6 of the leading brands in their category for D2C. Now, one of the key things as a D2C brand as well is that you have to communicate this through masterful design to target your audience and for them to resonate with your values and adopt your brand and product as the key solution for them to either solve a problem they have or give them the lifestyle that they want, an aspirational achievement with your product or service. Now, here's the problem that I face myself and a lot of other clients that are e-commerce brand owners also face. And these are problems, but as well as pathways. So 3 pathways a lot of brand owners take in terms of what their design is really most e-commerce brand founders can't design. So what they do is they outsource to expensive freelancers or agencies that cost them a fortune. Or the second path they take is that they hire a full-time creative designer that takes care of everything while increasing the overhead and eating into those expenses and eating into your margin. Or the third way is they keep adding overhead and building a team of designers that just keep adding to the headcount. Or what they do is a brand does not focus on design at all and it's just launched without all the consistency, the strategic design, and things that are really going to make the biggest difference in your conversion rates. Or they just try to do it all on their own. I completely relate to these specific areas because we've done all 3 pathways ourselves. And I'm sure as you're listening to me speaking with you about these 3 pathways, these are things that you will also resonate with. And as I mentioned before, design is vital for your success as a D2C modern business because what separates the brand from those that fail versus the ones that are successful comes down to the branding and your creatives that convert that traffic to customers along the journey with you. Now let's take a look at Allbirds. Allbirds design specifically and how we will break it down with their values. You can see they show it here in the simplicity in design, confidence in comfort, and made from nature. They use sustainable materials, and that's one of their key differentiators from their product and also from a brand perspective. We've got their unique typography that's really important to have as a D2C brand. Their brand tagline, something that they want their audience to resonate with, sustainability meets style, better shoes in a better way. They've chosen their 3 core primary colors, and I want you to remember these specific parts because what we're going to do is now we're going to take a look at their imagery. Imagery overall, you can see how it fits with these important foundational decisions that they made at the very beginning, and that translates to everything that they do with their design, as well as the copywriting. You can see this is their imagery. Now, revenue-wise, on the bottom that you can see is I just want to show you where they're at in the most recent 2 to 3 years In 2018, Alberts did 100 million in revenue. They're far surpassed that by now in 2020. And one of the key things that they made a decision on at the very beginning is to create a smart design. Now we're going to look at their branding features. So you can see how it's consistent across. A key line here is they've created a multi-touchpoint customer journey experience. That's a recurring theme that you're going to see throughout this presentation. You can see through the website, their email campaign, their social media, their digital ads, as well as their product features on their website. It's extremely consistent in terms of everything that they've done from the very beginning. Now let's take a look at the next brand, which is Warby Parker, one of the leading D2C brands in the eyewear sunglass space. So one of the things they have for values is that they lay it out here. They have their brand tagline, they have their key primary colors, and same thing with the typography. And the next thing that you can see with this is their imagery. So the imagery that they use is very distinctive to them. In 2017, Warby Parker did about 250 million. They're far surpassed that as well. But you can take a look at how this is consistent across their customer journey experience. Their website, the email campaigns, the social media, the digital ads, and again, their product photos on their website. Let's look at Casper, one of the leading brands in the mattress space for D2C. They show their values. This is their brand tagline that they communicate to their core audiences. The typography, the colors that they use, the imagery that they have that you can see here. In 2018, Casper did $400 million in revenue. They've also surpassed that in 2020. Their store design as well is very consistent with what they've chosen to do from the very foundational point of their colors as well as their values. Modern, simple, minimalistic. And you can also see in the website how this is one of the things that they've also done as well. Website, emails, their social media, the digital ads, as well as the products. As you're watching this, one of the questions I want to pose for you as a D2C brand is your brand consistent across the entire customer journey that your potential audiences engage with every single day, all the advertising, and at the same time having a consistent flow of high quality designs that your audience can continuously engage with, catch their attention, and ultimately for them to resonate with. Now Glossier, one of the ones that was a leading D2C brand in skincare and cosmetics for women. They have their values here, their brand tagline, typography, and their colors. They've also got their imagery, you can see here. And notice how in the consistency of the style translates across their website, email, social media, digital ads, as well as their product photography on their website. Thrive Market, one of the original D2C for sustainable, healthy grocery decisions. You can see their values here, you can see the design, you can see the brand tagline, you can see the typography as well as the colors here. Then you can look at their imagery and see the process here. And overall, you can see their branding features and how it's consistent with the fun color vibes that they choose to go with. The warm colors, the green colors to go with that sustainability and warmth. The website, email, social media, digital ads, and the products. And finally, with Gymshark, one of my favorite UK gymwear brands, that's really been having tremendous growth because they've done a great job on their socials, but at the same time with their design and their mission and their values, and how they've been able to get a thriving culture among their customers to wear that every single day and really just be raving fans. Their values, brand tagline, the typography, and the colors. Look at their imagery, it's very diversive and it's also very inclusive as well. In 2020, Gymshark did about $300 million in revenue plus. Excuse me, their branding features you can see across their website, email campaigns, social media, digital ads, as well as their product photos are also consistent as well. So one of the key things that I mentioned before is that it's really important for you to design a brand ecosystem. All the brands that we just covered, they have a very unique process, a strategic design process that they've created intentionally and masterfully to convert the digital customer journey from traffic all the way to customers. So we start from the very beginning, you have your core audience, your target audience. And as you move to the right, what I call the indoctrination process, things that are going to continuously repeat, those multi-touch point experiences that your customer has, ultimately is to grab their attention. Once we have their attention, we have their curiosity, we have their focus on us. And then whether they have awareness of the problem and awareness of a solution that's in the marketplace, ideally your brand, then they're able to buy from you. But overall, from the indoctrination process, we've got the digital advertising, remarketing app creatives. They engage with this, they engage with your social media designs, your brand design on your website, which is your central hub. You have your UI and UX design from landing pages, banners, creatives. You have your email marketing, which is the main channel of communication for your brand. You've got your product photography. You've got your packaging and marketing, direct mail. You've got your blog and media content. You've got your influencer content that you do. And ultimately, they go through these specific channels and they indoctrinate themselves because that's a message that you're sharing with them. You want to communicate these values to them. You want to communicate how your problem helps them. And ultimately, this is to get them to become a customer, to part with their money, buy your product in exchange, and become a customer that buys the first time, the second time, the third time. They're able to refer their friends and family. You want them to become a raving, loyal customer for a lifetime. And that's one of the things you want to do and how important it is to have a strategic design process. Now, our D2C design solution is we've created it as a streamlined design workflow, which will really help you cut unnecessary design costs and production time. I think that's the only way design should work in 2020, especially as busy entrepreneurs. I completely understand the position that you're in. We went through multiple different design solutions for our own brand, as well as hearing it from our clients as well. And one of the key things is that we've learned a lot of lessons, and we want to share those lessons and experience with you with the strategic design system that we've created. We want to become your design growth partners. It's really as simple as that. And right now, if you are unhappy about the quality that you're getting from freelance designs, the bill that you're getting from an expensive agency, the expensive designer salaries that you have in-house, or multiple designer salaries, the time spent on self-made designs if you're just starting out, the endless revisions and miscommunication, or the missed deadlines from all these different areas or pathways for design for your brand, if that resonates with you, then I'd like you to consider D2C Design as being a primary partner for your design growth. Because one of the key things as well, aside from if you're unhappy about this, is that you might be also in a position right now where you're thinking about hiring an internal designer for $45K a year, which is the average salary of a graphic designer in the US in the middle term. Increasing your design team size right now, you're wanting to add more overhead in terms of design. You want to try a generic graphic design platform, or you want to give another try for an expensive agency, or you've been trying to create designs on your own through Canva, Adobe, and it's just sucking out your time because as the CEO of a brand, as the entrepreneur that's leading your brand, you shouldn't be wasting your time on design. You understand what kind of values and things you want the most to share with your customers, but sometimes you're not the best person to be focusing on doing that. And if you really want to take it to the next level, it's really important for you to focus on the high priority tasks to grow your business. And design is something that we can take care of with you, working with your team, to really take your brand to the next level with that process that I keep talking about. Now, one of the things that's important for a brand as well is to have enough margin, especially as a D2C physical product type business. On average, you can save $27K to $33K a year by working with us as a D2C brand. Just let that sink in for a moment there. Working with us, our client brands that work with us as well, and even with us using D2C Design for our own brands, we save about $27,000 to $33,000 a year. That is a lot of profit that you can put and allocate into different areas of your brand to make it grow even further. Putting this into marketing, ad spend, putting this into another person on the team in terms of operations or marketing is one of the best ways to reinvest this money. On average, a cost to work with D2C Design is between $12,000 to $18,000 per a year. Let that sink in as well. One of the next things I want to talk about now is our process and how we work. We have 3 core processes and phases that we go through. The first thing that we want to go through is a brand deep dive. This is a strategic process that I keep talking about. First thing we want to do is review everything about your current brand, from the strategy that you have, starting from your website, your social media, your email marketing, your digital advertising, everything that you have planned so far. And if you don't have, we'll create that deep dive strategic design plan for you. And then what we'll do is we'll have a detailed onboarding survey and process for analyzing your brand and the critical questions that will provide profound insights, things that you wouldn't even have known to ask yourself about for your brand. To articulate that value, we'll want to uncover that and really go deep into your brand. Then what will happen is that we're going to be able to use that to really turn into the next part, which is our phase 2. And our phase 2 is really to come up with that D2C brand guide, and that's personalized for you and sets the foundation for everything that your dedicated designer will create for you across your customer journey and experience. That's one of the things that you'll have is a dedicated designer and a dedicated project manager that is experienced with growing direct-to-consumer brands integrated seamlessly into your team. And then phase 3, we start the designing. We prepare that brand guide that's personalized for you, and then afterwards we're able to create those designs. You can review it with unlimited revisions. We launch these designs created to grow your D2C e-commerce brand, expand your reach, and convert more customers. Now, let me give you an example of a natural D2C brand that we actually have in-house. It's called Divinius. It's a sustainable women's fashion brand that has clothing, jewelry, handbags, watches, handbags that we're actually launching in the next few months. And one of the things that we really enjoy with Divinius is that we're also an impact-driven brand. So we contribute by giving 10% of our net profits to women-centered charities, protect animals, and we also heal the environment by planting more trees. Here's an example of that brand guideline that we have. The logo usage, we want to create that logo. If you have a logo, we'll use that. The don'ts, what we don't want to do for that. The main colors that we want to use, the primaries, the secondaries, the fonts, the typography that your customers are going to see every single time when they engage with anything that has text on your brand, your website. You can see the website and how unique we can create it by pulling in these values and these brands from the very bottom. This is the website for Divinius. This is live as well. Feel free to go to divinius.com to check us out in more detail. This is the homepage as well when we just launched our jewelry. And then we've got our sustainable watches, Infinity collection as well. We've got the about pages where we really want to articulate to our core audience. For us, is going to be women that care about sustainability, they care about impact, they care about making a meaningful change in the lives of women, not just in themselves by wearing Divinius fashion, but at the same time with helping people all around the world in multiple different levels. And then we have the world's most comfortable, sustainable sweatpants that we made as a Meet the Soul page here, product feature pages, category pages. You can see these are landing pages that we create through D2C design. We have the email collection pages here, 3 different variations to get people to join our waitlist, as well as VIP. We have our social media on Instagram as well that you can see, where you can see how cohesive it is with everything that we started from the very beginning, from the values, the typography, the colors, primary, secondary. We have our Instagram stories. We also have our Facebook advertising creatives for our different marketing funnel channels as well. This is primarily for Facebook. We have email marketing banners. You can see the product launch sequence that we have here. Everything's personalized, custom tailored to our brand. Progress updates, monthly giveaways, conversion offer sequences. And you can see we have all these 4 different channels just for email marketing. Now, as a brand, I want you to kind of think about, for your own brand, all the different areas and touch points that I'm sharing with you for that multi-touch point customer journey. I've showed you the website, ads, email marketing. I've showed you the banners, the landing pages, even more specific emails. We got product feature emails. Earlier, I showed you the conversion offer sequences that we have, monthly giveaways, and we have progress updates because we contribute to multiple different charities that impact women, plant trees, and protect animals. We've also got our Behind the Impact series as well. And we got influencer feature sequences where we have multiple core influencers that work with us to share with their millions of people that follow them. We have their here where we share their top favorite selects, products. We've also got here different featuring the videos that they made of us as well. We've got a UGC sequence where we kind of focus on user-generated content, where we get reviews, testimonials, video content, written testimonials for our website. You can see here 3 different variations. We also provide gift cards as well in exchange for a video review. Here's our monthly special sales sequence that we do every single month. We do a monthly special sales. That's a tip that I would offer you as a brand. If you don't already, you should do monthly sales, sending more emails, something that's really on brand. And especially if we're working together, we'll be able to create a lot of unique designs, sequences for your brand to convert more of that traffic into customers. And I hope you can see that looking at these designs. This is just a taste of the example of the type of content that we create for you design-wise to really help grow your brand. In videos as well, we've got specific brand videos that are focusing on the overall. We have clothing, we've got Infinity Collection, we have jewelry that you can actually browse on our website, directly on our web pages. As a D2C brand, it's really important for you to create compelling videos that speak about your vision, about your products, and have your consumer really consume that content, your customers, potential customers, so that you are able to remain at the top of their awareness. Now, one of the things as a membership benefit as a D2C member that you have is that you will have unlimited e-commerce tailored designs. I want to speak more about the things that you'll be getting as you join D2C design. Each of your D2C designs is going to be personalized for your brand, and unlike other design services that are very generic, we strategize and custom tailor your design specifically towards growing your D2C business. We're a strategic design partner for unlimited design and revisions while providing you with expert input from our experience. Dedicated professional e-commerce designer. You'll be working with an experienced growth designer that understands your brand DNA and focuses on crafting designs that resonate with your audience and converting them into customers. It's honestly like having your own full-time designer, but 100% remote. Lightning fast delivery. One of the things that's really important for a designer is that we want to turn on designs requests within 48 hours after you submit it. We know how important getting designs on time are. So you want your designs created in days, not weeks. So for our starter plan, turnaround times for requests is 48 hours and same-day turnaround for growth and scale plans with the exception of website designs, ebooks, and infographics, which will take longer. We've also got real-time collaboration. You'll be assigned a dedicated project manager that will work with you and your team along with your growth designer, and you can have easy and streamlined communication via Asana and emails, including Slack if you're on a growth or scale plan for real-time collaboration, like your designers right there working with you in real time growing your brand. You also have high-level partner support. We're your strategic design partners, first and foremost, and we want to support your growth through brand with strategic designs that make an impact. You also have high-level partner support. We're going to be sharing with you a lot of things that has worked well in our own D2C brands as well as with our client D2C brands as well. And then you'll be able to get additional growth benefits aside from just design. Here are some additional membership benefits as well. Higher sales conversion. That's ultimately the goal with what we want to do. Premium stock photo access. Unlimited front-end web development if you're on our scale plan. And the reason why we want to provide this is because as a D2C brand, as you're creating more designs, you need a developer or multiple developers to implement these designs on the front end to make sure you're able to grow. You're also going to have 100% ownership of the files that we create for you. We're going to give you all the raw edits of the files that you can take away and at any point in time or edit it, and we can help you with that. Flexible and scalable as well. You can move up and down our 3 tiers of memberships. You also get the D2C Growth Playbook, which is essentially the core strategies that we'll share with you to grow your brand and take it to the next level. Now, how we work is really simple. You essentially can request designs day or night via Asana or Slack. Your dedicated designer and an e-commerce growth strategist will review your design request and get started while providing you with feedback on overall strategy. We'll also revise designs until you're 100% satisfied, and then you just launch the new designs and you see the results. Now, what we can design for you starts and ends. Really, the limit is unlimited. So we have website designs, website product photography, advertising creatives, social media posts, product design packaging, short gifs and videos, influencer content, email marketing sequences, and anything related to design. Now, let me go into the pricing packages because you have 3 tiers of our membership as a D2C brand that you can engage with. And what I would break this down is that if you're a brand that's just starting out and you want the right foundation, then our starter plan is perfect for you. It's very inexpensive, it's $9.97 per month. As a starter brand, you'll be able to design all the things I just mentioned. And all our plans come with a full 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. There will also be, at the same time, no contracts. You can cancel anytime. One of the things I've done is, as an entrepreneur, I understand where you're coming from. I understand you and the thought process that you have for making a decision like this. And 2 of the things I want to do is, for you to get started, is really having a 30-day, 100% money back. It's really just something that I want to promise you is that if it's a good fit, we work together, we grow your brand with design. But if it's not, then I want you to just focus on taking the path that you feel is the best for you. And at the same time, I don't want to do long-term contracts because I want this to be something that you're able to make a decision on and be able to really focus on strategic design for your brand and not worry about the unnecessary details. Because I know when you hire a full-time designer, there's the whole HR, there's contracts, there's a process you need to go through, there's a period that they need to onboard, as well as trial and error and whatnot. And we really want to be able to seamlessly integrate with your team within a few hours as soon as you get started. Start with that brand guide, that deep dive review, and then really just start working with your brand seamlessly integrated. So that's why there's, on any of our plans, there's no contracts. You can cancel at any time. Everything, I want to be fully transparent with you on our pricing and how we work. And this is our what you get, same thing that I mentioned before, all these specific areas. And you get a 24/5 support. Most of your designs will be 1 to 2 business day delivery. And you'll get free stock photos via Pexels. Pexels.com, you can check it out. And this is the starter package. Now, most of our clients are on our next tier, the growth plan. And on the growth membership, what you get is it's $19.97, very inexpensive. It's everything in the starter plan. Plus, you also get landing and UX and UI e-commerce web design. You get real-time collaboration by Slack. Most of your designs will be turned around on the same day, within 24 hours, except for depending on the complexity of obviously your landing pages and your web designs. You have a dedicated project manager. You have a VIP priority support 24/5. And then you will also be able to receive everything that you had in the starter plan. Same thing, you get these 2 bonuses at the bottom as well. And then ultimately, where we have our fastest growing brands on is called the scale plan, and that's $29.97 per month. And what you get in here is everything in the starter and growth plan. Plus, you also get unlimited front-end web development. We'll assign you a dedicated D2C web developer, and then you'll be able to work with them to basically implement as much designs as you need on the front end of your website. One of the key benefits of why a lot of brands want the scale plan is because you get to have a team of 2 or more dedicated designers for maximum creative output. So what that means is that instead of having 1 designer, you have 2. Because as a brand that's growing fast and you're scaling, you'll need to have the right designers that are able to meet your capacity and output for all the areas of those customer journey that I talked about before. Now, one of the things that I want to present you with as a bonus and a gift and a thank you for watching and taking the time to sit down and watch this presentation is a special new client offer. I'm going to provide you with a brand strategy review. That's $2,500 value. A D2C brand strategy guide. That's a $2,500 value. Normally, clients pay us $5,000 to be able to have this. And at the same time, 1 month of the growth plan for D2C digital designs, $2,000 per month value that you can get for just $1,500 a month. So I want to save you over basically total value $7,000. All you have to do is just get started on a plan of $1,500. You book a call at the button that you can see right there. You either speak with me or someone on my design growth strategy team to discuss with you about your needs for design and really understand your brand. And essentially in that call, it's really to figure out which plan is best for you, answer any questions that you have, any concerns that you have, and essentially get started, hit the ground running, implement that strategic design process by understanding your specific DNA and what your brand values are. Create that brand guide from scratch. If you have an existing brand guide, we're going to evolve it. And we're going to take everything that we have, create that brand guide, and really take it to the next level. So we're perfect for any D2C brand that wants to grow and establish themselves online through strategic brand design that converts traffic to customers with a digitally native designer that has experience growing D2C brands. as well as getting expert input as well. Thank you for taking time to watch this and sitting down. I hope that this demo was able to give you a intro into what D2C design can do for you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. You can book that call right there to take advantage of that $1,500 a month offer, and you'll be able to save yourself $5,500 right now today. Go there. And one thing that as well as a benefit is that once you join that $1,500 a month growth plan offer, you'll also be able to get grandfathered into future pricing increases as well, meaning that you will not be affected by any future plan price increases. And that's something that we plan to do sooner rather than later, depending on how many brands that we have as part of this special new client offer. So thank you again for taking the time, and you can book your call right there. And I personally look forward to actually speaking with you or someone on our team to help you with your strategic design process. Thank you again.